Hello and welcome to Chess with Simon. I'm Simon. Right, we're doing our nightly correspondence roundup. Beautiful Grunfeld against Gareth. Let's just look at where it's come from. Grunfeld defense, exchange variation, b6, which is the modern line, bishop b7. Gareth played d5, f5, which is very ambitious. Now knight here. Here you've got to play queen d6, I've decided, which blockades this pawn. Stops as a discovered check. The queen's not a very good blockader of the pawn, but we're doing it anyway. Next, this is the game with Nick. Nick's given me an exchange, which is very generous of him. However, I think White's got a better position. I think White is close to winning. I have found some great ways for Black to lose. I'll be trying to avoid them. But at the end of the day, that White's got extra pawns. And I think that knight's very strong. So how many? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I've got 6. So on material, you could say it's equal. But my pawn structure is bad. I think that knight, centralized knight's very strong. But I'm doing what I'm doing. Okay, I actually thought king h1 was better there. But, you know, I mean, I'm really tempted just to take the rook. But I'm going to follow my rules and be disciplined. But I mean, obviously one's looking to take the rook. Here, we're just going to develop the bishop onto b2, defend the knight. Okay, this game against Ian. So Ian said 20 queen e3 was worth looking at. Okay. Oh, I get that. Yeah. So I think Black is struggling to hold on here. And I think the problem was this move here. I should have just played. What I should have done here was gone bishop e7. We talked about this last time. Here, this, I should have gone bishop e7. Let Ian take there. Rook here. Bishop runs. Castle. And I even think Black's a bit better there. But what I actually did was try to play maximalist, defend the pawn, but that rook is just so loose there. It's so this tactic I missed, and now I can't castle. So this is, I guess, puts me up material. But I think Black is so discoordinated and it's also loose. So I think that king e7 is virtually losing. I mean, why do I think it's losing? Well, after bishop takes, there's a knight check on c8, which looks pretty bad. There's a lot going on. That loose rook is, you know, because the fact that rook's there means that the 8th rank, you know, the home rank's not defended. This rank is not defended. The 8th rank. It also means the rook's loose. So I think after this check, you've got to march bravely to d8, but that's not without its problems. Alright, so we're going to d8, and we've got our fingers crossed quite firmly here. And even then, yeah, there's all sorts of things that Black may be able to survive. I guess I take back here, Tom. I guess. I mean, not much else. Oh, good anticipation. So I'm not sure what I'm going to do here. I might just take. But I'm not sure. I'll need to think about that. Okay. This one. Keith, good move. I think I'm going to take here. And I've got a variation in mind. Roughly the variation is, I'm assuming Black takes the knight now to regain the piece. And then I'm going to play knight h2. And try to claim that my king is more secure. Let's see what happens. I can't even work out the material. And what's the material? So I'm currently up. I suppose I go a pawn up, right? Because I've taken a pawn. No. Do I go a pawn up? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now we're equal. We're equal material. Okay. But I'm claiming my king's a bit safer. but it's all to play for. Here, so I suppose... I mean, the instinct is to play rook c1 here. It's a sort of rook c1. It's a battle of the tempo thing, isn't it? Where you don't want to... oh, you can play queen c2. The reason this is committal is you can play queen c2 and castle long and try to win. Because in that castle long variation, sometimes black plays c5. So you could... yeah, long castle is... and would also rook d1 long... okay, why don't I... but I don't really play that line. The problem is... I prefer the rook c1 line, which is more solid, particularly against Stuart, who really knows what he's doing. And it gives black fewer chances. I think I'm going to play the... I know it's really boring, but I think I believe in the rook c1 line. If you move the bishop, the point is they take on c4, you take back, you've wasted a tempo, whereas rook c1's a useful move, which you get for free now if they take on c4. This one, we've got to take the bishop. That's pretty obvious. This one, I sort of thought about all of this. Rook d2, this was in the plan, now defending the e2 pawn. I mean, yeah, black's doing well here after a shaky start. I still think white's better, but, you know, life's full of surprises. This is really tough. Oh, but I've got an idea. What was my idea? Push, right? Push b5, I think was my idea. Yeah, I think pushing b5 was my idea. Although, now I think about it, it looks less good than I thought it was. I don't know what to do here. Shall I leave this till tomorrow? It's a bit late, that, isn't it? Come on, let's just push. You're sort of meant to break through the queen side, aren't you? Let's just trust our analysis. Yeah, we're going to trust our analysis. Yeah. It's not a bad move. This, I mean, we're going to play f5. That's what we were aiming for. We're going to try and draw it. I think we might be able to draw that. Oh, this is Gary. We're in a steeply theoretical thing. Rook ac1 apparently. Well, that's a good idea, isn't it? Sort of unpins that knight, although there's not a direct pin. It sort of puts the rook on a sensible square. I think soon we'll all be out of book, but that's what correspondence chess is all about, right? This has been an enjoyable and interesting theoretical debate. Okay, so Mark has just said, I'm getting on with the attack here. The thing is, Mark, what if I take on b7 now and hitting your queen? And then when the rook moves, it's a discovery on your rook. Isn't that? Or maybe I could take with the bishop. I think I'd probably take with the rook. Isn't that? I mean, I know that there's a potential. Let's just do the analysis. Well, it does hit the queen. So basically, takes. You can't take because I take the queen. Move the queen. But then the knight can hit it. I like white here. I accept I may have missed something, but it's late. It's actually 3:30 in the morning. Yeah, I know. Odd. I've taken. I mean, that's right? I mean, it's defended. Okay. This, I think, so I'm assuming go take that back. I think you take with the f-pawn. I saw Nigel Short talking about the Sicilian dragon, and the point is, positionally, you should take with the h-pawn, because it connects your pawns, and you should take towards the centre. But I think tactically, you need to take with the h-pawn so that the knight can defend the f-pawn. Sorry, the knight can defend the h-pawn in certain variations. So tactically, you need to take with the f-pawn, so the knight can defend the h-pawn in certain variations. So I'm taking this way. I know this is dangerous. I think it's fascinating. I don't think that. I don't think black is yet busted. But let's see what happens. I know Nigel's a really good player, so I'm respectful of that. Okay, this is back to the beginning, but then you always think there's some games that get missed off on this system. games. We're not going to have a game of Horde tonight because it's 3:30, and also because I need to sleep. Okay. So are we? Oh no, here we go. So for some reason, so in this game, okay, so this is sort of was a weird Sicilian, wasn't it? What should we do? What do we believe is best here? I mean, knight f6 can't be that wrong, can it? How wrong can that be? And then the next one, I think maybe if I got too many, this is Justin. Castles. G3? It's crying out for G3, isn't it? Well, the book says E3. Okay, I'm going to respect the book. I quite like the look of E3, to be honest with you. Let's do that for a check. Well, okay. Come on, let's fight for control of. We're going to fight for control of D5. We're going to play G3 on the logic that we're fighting for control of D5. We've already seen this. And then, I think this we've done. This one I don't think we've done though, have we? Wow. So I would guess Queen A5 or CD. Queen A5. Oh, they want you to castle there. Everyone's castling there. Alright, well, I'll do what I'm told. I guess it's pretty sensible. Anything to get me to bed. Okay, is that everything? I think that's everything. Before the next session, I'm actually going to learn how to use live chess. I'm more of a chess.com man. In fact, I've realised we haven't covered the chess tournament today. My chess.com tournament. Well, that's something for next time, I think. There are limits. I hope you've enjoyed this. I've enjoyed this enormously. Particularly, I've enjoyed not playing Horde. I'll see you all next time.